Oh man, so Fantom is down about 4.5% today. Again, going below $2 as Bitcoin dumps again. Various factors at play today. We're going to go through explaining what's happening and should we be scared to the downside now. We know right now we're having a difficult time in the crypto space, and it's not just the crypto space, guys. This is the macro economy. So anybody who's getting scared to say this is just the crypto asset class, no. I'm going to share with you. We've got loads going on. The Dow Jones down 0.81%, S&P down 1.66%, 2.61% on the Nasdaq. Massive movements on Facebook, movements on PayPal, Spotify, Snapchat. We're going to talk about all of that on this channel, so make sure you hit up the like button and subscribe for your one-stop shop on fundamentals, on technicals, talking about your favorite coins and crypto. As always, guys, check out NordVPN, links in the description. If you haven't got yourself set up on a VPN provider and you're playing around with crypto, guys, I don't need to give you how many stories I know of people who have lost money in crypto, not knowing what they're doing, getting caught out with phishing scams, getting caught out with hacks. Make sure you've got yourself set up on NordVPN. They've been kind enough to offer this community 70% off on a 2-year plan plus a month for free. So we're talking about $50 to $60 or something like that to cover yourselves for 2 years, guys. It's an absolute no-brainer if you're putting significant money in the crypto market. So make sure you've got that all set up. So what is going on in the market? Very bizarre market, more risk to the downside. We could see here on Bitcoin, we were tracking these higher lows and higher highs and trying to see, okay, can we just keep moving, albeit very slowly, to the upside? And unfortunately, you remember in my last video, I said we need to get this higher high, the higher low above 36648. We didn't, okay? So now we've got a lower low, and now we need to see what happens next from here. The good thing is we're starting to see a little bit of buy the dip pressure. You can see by the big wicks on these two 4-hourly candles here, that's showing buying pressure at about 36,326, so call it 36,300. We're seeing some buy the dip happen here on Bitcoin. Now, what has this meant for Fantom? Well, naturally, Fantom has taken a big hit as well, because Fantom is down 4.5% roughly today, down sitting at 191 now. And you remember here on Fantom, we've just seen that our 4-hour EMA ribbon is acting as perfect resistance to the downside. We've struggled to flip it. You can see the movement here, and we continue to make lower highs now, which means we're still in our downtrend. Okay, you remember we were in this long-term downward trend here on the red chart, and we were hoping for a breakout, right? If I remove the EMA ribbon, we were hoping here when we wicked outside of the trend that we can come collect a retest and then bounce to the upside. But Bitcoin again is not allowing Fantom to run, and this is why you have to be very, very careful with technical analysis. And that is why, if you've been watching my videos over the last few weeks, I've been leaning more to the stock market. And I know that turns a lot of people off. A lot of people are not interested. They say, no, I'm watching a crypto channel. Why are you telling me about the Russell 2000 or interest rates or inflation? Please, guys, you've got to understand this is all linked. And yes, I know there are YouTubers out there who will tell you, Bitcoin to the moon, look at this chart pattern, we're going straight to the moon. If only it was that easy, guys. And those channels are the ones that have the notoriety. But the reality is these things are correlated. And anybody who knows what they're talking about knows that right now, Bitcoin and therefore all altcoins are being treated as a risk on asset. But right now, risk is off across the globe, right? That's how it is right now. Across the economy, we know that we're expecting interest rate hikes. We know the market is concerned. They say, how are we going to react now that money is going to be hoovered up out of the economy instead of printed into the economy like we've had for so many, since the pandemic, right? Money's just been printed month after month, printed, 40 billion, 120 billion at one point was being printed each month into the economy. And now that money over time, over the back end of 2022 is going to get hoovered out of this economy, and naturally that's going to have effect. Naturally, the flow of money is going to be restricted, and it's not going to be as easy for companies to make money. We're going to see that play out over 2022. But the reality is, are we over panicking? And that's what we need to look at here in the market. And one victim of this yesterday is PayPal, but also Facebook. Facebook down 25% today, guys. This is mind-boggling. 25% wiped off of a $1 trillion market cap company. This is not a small cap. This is not Bitcoin. This is not, we're not, as in Bitcoin was at 1 trillion as well, but this is not a crypto asset, right? This is a company, a stable company in the Nasdaq, a blue chip, been around for a long time. 25%, 250 billion of value wiped off just due to their earnings and their forecast. More importantly, they're struggling with a division of their metaverse, which has lost 10 billion over about 10 billion a year for the last 2 years or so now. So any company which has been taking a risk, any company attempting High growth is getting wrecked. Snapchat down badly, even in sympathy to what's happening with Facebook. We're seeing Spotify struggling. We saw Square has really retraced down, right? Square's part of my portfolio, my stock portfolio, is down quite a bit, again, because they renamed to Block. They tried to, move into the crypto space. Anybody playing around this space is getting hammered because the market doesn't want any risks. Money's flowing into low-risk plays, and that's how institutions trade. When they're uncertain, when the market's uncertain, when they don't know what's going on, like with the next 45 odd days until we get the first interest rate hike, that's what the market does. When things are a bit more stable, we know what the status quo is, that's when you see institutional money start to take risks. They only take risks in good times. But us as normal retail traders, we need to be able to take, and investors, we need to be able to take risks in difficult times like now to build our positions. Otherwise, we'll never get an opportunity. They can create their own opportunities because they can manipulate the market to enter their positions. But we have to enter when the bloods are red, when the streets are red, the blood on the streets, that's when we need to enter. Right now here, let's go back into the Fantom chart here, because I can talk to you all day about psychology, but I know you guys want to see what's going on in the charts as well. And right now, look, it's not looking great, right? We weren't able to break above 237 and head to the upside. But the reality is, it's not about Fantom. Fantom created all the right patterns to do this. What happened was the greater scheme in terms of Bitcoin. And that is why it's worth looking at Bitcoin chart right now, because on the Bitcoin chart, we need to see what is our way out of here. And the reality is, if things continue to worsen on the downside, we need to look out for support at around 35,860. And then the low back again around 33,702, we started seeing, the dip start to be bought, which was very interesting, okay? So that's the next level we want to look at. So how does that translate to Fantom? Well, if Bitcoin continues to deteriorate, our support levels, which I've been calling for a while here on Fantom, we know we're at a critical one right now. This 194 has been a reliable DCA point for me. Anytime we've touched it here, I've tried my best to DCA a little bit more if I feel the need to for my portfolio. This is a very important support. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the problem is, remember, support and resistance are like a glass ceiling or floor. In this case, when we're using it as support, it's like a glass floor. The more time you need to use it, yes, it is a floor, but the more time you use it, the weaker it gets. And that is the issue here. So if Bitcoin continues to make Fantom test the 194 level, and we eventually will lose it, then we need to look at 179 and 165 as our next levels for Bitcoin. My, black swan case is if Bitcoin goes down to 20, we could be looking at testing the 96 cent level here on Fantom. So just have to prepare you for that. There's no, nothing in the charts is suggesting Bitcoin is going to go to 20. Always important to go through that process mentally to understand, okay, where are we at in the market? Where am I at in terms of my Fantom position? Am I going to panic if it gets to 96? Am I going to buy some more? Do I have enough conviction? Really important. And finally, guys, before I let you go, look at the Fear and Greed Index. Fear and Greed Index here is 20. We're at 28 yesterday. It dropped straight back down to 20. So the fear has suddenly dramatically come back in. PayPal getting hit. We saw what happened with Facebook. 25% wiped off their market cap. That is huge, guys. The market is not messing around right now. And unfortunately, it definitely doesn't have time for crypto. The old institutional money definitely doesn't have time for crypto. But guess what? Great opportunity for us, right? If you miss crypto, if you weren't around in 2020 and you are new to crypto, this is an absolute blessing for you to see some of these prices. Because trust me, many of us thought we would never see these prices again. When Bitcoin was set at 69, I was even thinking at the time, you would never, gone are the days of Bitcoin with a 3 in front or a 4 in front. And now there we have it, right? 36,000. We're still here on Bitcoin, giving you the opportunity to go earn cash, invest in your favorite coins, DCA, and hodl for the long run. The proven strategy that works. No trying to time the market, no trying to be a smart ass trader. This is about doing the right thing over a long period of time, building conviction, and being pragmatic. And that's what I want to leave you in this difficult market, is stay upbeat. Don't look at your portfolio every single day, right? Just know, okay, I've written it down. This is what I need to do. These are the actions I need to make. I need to buy a bit more of this. I need to buy a bit more of this. I need to sell this if it goes here. Although I'm not selling anything right now. I'm just accumulating. Write those down at what levels you want to buy them in, and then just execute. Because when the market is like this and all the FUD comes out and all the YouTubers are being negative, it can drain on you. And then you can start making irrational decisions. So try to stay out of that. Keep watching the content. That's the key, guys. Watch content which is going to educate you. Nobody that's going to say, oh, this to the moon, oh, this straight, we're going to zero now. They're the kind of, euphoria of emotions, which are just too many peaks and troughs, right? It can make you go crazy. You just want somebody that's just level-headed, that's going to take you through that journey. And that's what I'm trying to do here with you guys, is no, oh, Fantom to the moon, but equally, no, Fantom's not going to drop to 20 cents tomorrow. So, let's keep it within the realms of rationality. As always, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, this blend between technical and fundamental analysis. I'll try to bring a video out about in the next few hours on what's going on with Solana. So stay tuned for that, because a lot of people are talking about what's going on with Solana. Have I, sold out my position in Solana due to the hack? What's going on? Check out the video later on that video. As always, guys, smash up the like, subscribe if you appreciate this type of content. Don't forget to support NordVPN, links in the description. Get yourself set up on a VPN, guys. I cannot stress that enough. I do not want any of my community here for the sake of 50, 60 bucks. And I'm assuming you guys have got more, plenty invested in crypto. If you're taking the time to watch these videos, then please get yourself set up. That is absolutely a must. They've given 70% off something which is affordable anyway. Go get yourself set up. Coupon code OMAN and trade, stake, buy your NFTs, playing it around in the metaverse safely with the assurance that you're anonymous. Nobody can track you. They don't know what country you're in. They can't see, your IP address and the rest of it. As always, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to smash up the likes, guys. We're not getting enough likes on these videos. Let's get 150 likes on this video, and I'll see you in the next one.